Good evening and thanks for joining us. It was such an inferno, it caused so much agony in one Quebec town that nothing can ever undo the tragedy of the train disaster in Lac-Megantic. Finally, though, there are criminal charges. 3 men appeared in court today inside the new courthouse, rebuilt since the disaster. They each face 47 charges, one for each person killed. Our Mike Armstrong covered the story for us last summer, and he is back there again tonight. Mike?
Well, Donna, the courthouse here in Lac-Mégantic was in the old City Hall, but they were destroyed in the fire last summer. A new courthouse has been set up in the Sports Center. It was just completed 2 weeks ago, and the suspects who walked in this afternoon are the first criminal appearances, it seemed. There was almost a surreal silence as the 3 suspects exited a police van mid-afternoon. Dozens of local residents turned up to watch, but they were quiet. There was no yelling at all, despite the emotion. With exasperation, Isabelle Paradis says people have been waiting for this day. It feels good. The police investigation into what happened last July is complete. The evidence has been handed over to prosecutors, and last night they acted. Officers with the Provincial Police Tactical Squad swept down on the home of train engineer Tom Harding yesterday. He was working on his boat with his son and a friend at the time. His lawyer is disappointed he wasn't given the chance to surrender himself. Tom Walsh also says there should have been more arrests from the upper levels of the rail company.
There's people much higher up than him that knew the state of the rails, the state of those cars, and what those cars really contained. They didn't contain crude oil. Come on. You know, they contain a highly explosive substance which exploded.
The other suspects are Jean Demaitre, the rail company's manager of train operations, and Richard Labrie, the railway traffic controller. Now, the company itself, Montreal, Maine and Atlantic, also faces the same charges. MMA was sold recently while under bankruptcy protection to a Florida company, but can still be held responsible.
When a company is found guilty, the court can impose a fine, and there's no minimum and no maximum fine.
Now, this is a step people here have eagerly waited for. There is construction, a new downtown core being built, including a new Musique Café, a popular bar destroyed in the fire. The owner says the charges today, someone being held responsible, will help people here turn the page.
We know that someone got to pay for that.
There was silence as the suspects left court this afternoon as well, despite the tension. Raymond Lafontaine lost a son in the disaster. He says he watched today not in anger. He says that's not what you feel when someone kills your son. You feel sadness and ripped apart for life. The 3 suspects were released this afternoon on $15,000 bail each. There were some conditions, among them that if they work in the railroad industry, they have to have some sort of supervision. Now, one surprising thing here at court this afternoon, one of the lawyers said he will not be asking for a change of venue. Despite all the emotion here in Lac-Mégantic, he said he believes his client can get a fair trial. Now, even the Crown admits a change of venue is possible down the line. Donna?
All right, an important day in Lac-Mégantic. Mike Armstrong, thank you.